everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm Joe from Joe's Collector's Corner. I'm a UK reseller online on eBay, Depop, Vinted, Facebook, you name it. I'm going to try and sell on it. Another week has gone by. We've been to a car boot and we've got a ton of sales to go through. So you guys probably know how this works by now. We'll talk about the car boot, I'll show you everything we've got, and then we'll go through everything that we sold this week. If you want to know how much I made, I'll tell you now. So in total over all the platforms, we did £278.83, and it was really quiet on eBay in the middle of the week. There was 2 to 3 days of no sales whatsoever, so that number is really good. And luckily, a collection of other platforms kind of added and bumped the eBay number up to a healthy number, so I was really happy with that. Car boot today, I got up 20 past 5, something like that. Blinked, turns out I fell back to sleep and an hour and a half had passed, so I was super late. Got to the car boot like an hour and 10 minutes late. Luckily I managed to run around. The car boot was huge. I bought 10 things today, but pretty much most of them there's some really good profit to be made. So somehow I spent £45 again. I think nearly every car boot I've done in these videos I've pretty much spent £45, and I'm taking more than that and I'm aiming to spend all of it. And for whatever reason, I always spend 45 quid. So I don't know how I've managed that. But yeah, £45 on 10 items. One of them did cost 15. I paid up on them, but they're really cool and there's definitely some money to make. So first things first, I bought a Star Wars Transformer. What I've noticed now putting it back together is that it's missing the lid. So I'm either going to sell this at a car boot. I think I paid £1, so I'm either going to sell it at the car boot and try and make £2, £3, or try and make about a £5 on eBay. I think it's worth about a tenner if it was complete. Unfortunately, it's missing the lid. I should have realised, but it wasn't transformed into the ship. I just realised it was Star Wars and thought, Star Wars Transformers crossover must have some money in it. But unfortunately, this one doesn't. But again, it's not the end of the world. It was £1. You live and you learn. Another one that I need to learn is Deus Ex on the original Xbox. Basically got no value. It is complete. I'm going to aim for a £5, but that's, you know, that's pushing it. Most go for about 4, some go for 8, but they've got them down as like mint condition collectors, so I'm going to aim for 5. Again, I'll take it to the car boot and try and sell that in a couple of weeks as well. This is a cool one. Not seen this before. I thought it was Hot Wheels, but it's not. It's a Mattel. It's basically a Fast and Furious Hot Wheels style set, but it's brand new. The box is a bit battered. Now what's weird is there's one on eBay in the UK from, they've got like 78,000 feedback, but it's not a proper shop, it's not like Curry's, it's just a normal reseller. Theirs are like £17.99, but then all the rest are in America and they're above 20, 30 quid, so I'm going to aim for 20 on this. Brand new Fast and Furious playset. It's a frozen missile attack. It looks really cool and it's still got the vehicle on the top. So yeah, we're going to aim for about 20. These are cool. I've managed to buy almost an identical pair of ice skates, again, with a bag, but the bag's a different colour. These are a size 2 instead of a size 1, and they're gold writing instead of black. Now the last pair, as you probably know, sold for around, that was the printer. I'll turn that off. We've done all our packaging today, getting ready for posting tomorrow, so that's why that was on. Yeah, they went for about 37 or 35.99. These are a size 2 and they're slightly different in terms of the gold. The comps are all over the place, where some go for 20, some go for 30 like mine, and then a pair of these went for 50 with no bag, nothing. A really crap listing as well, where they've taken a blurry picture on a dining table and they've gone for 50. I'm going to aim for 35 plus postage instead of 30 on these, and then I'm happy to send out an offer at 30 because I know that's the lowest I'm going to go, because the last pair sold pretty quick for that price as well, so I'm happy with that. Next, or pretty much the last things we bought, are a load of pair of shoes and then one last cool item, which is a bit of a bolo. Everybody knows about them, but you know, we'll talk about it anyway. So let's go through the shoes. I'm actually really happy with what we picked up today. I'm getting a bit more confident in trainers and trying it. I don't know the exact models, but every time I pick them up I'm learning. These are a pair of Nike Pegasus 89s, or Nike Air Pegasus. Similar to kind of, I got them blue suede ones that were knackered, but they went for 25 quid. Sold comps on these about 30 plus postage. They're in pretty good condition. There's a slight nick on the front. You can't really see it. Kind of that front bit of rubber there. There's a little nick there, but I'm going to aim for 30. I think they're a size 6 or a size 5. Good size. and really, super clean. We got another pair of retro Nike Blazers. I'm really starting to like this shoe. I think it's really cool. And if you were a collector, these just look really good on the shelf. No laces on these, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I've got no spare laces, but I could really do with a white pair of laces for these. So I'm either going to buy some, pick some up from a car boot, or just see if we can find some in the house. Not as much value as the cream leather ones. I'm going to aim for 20 on these. Again, the comps are all over the place. They're a US release, so there's not many of them. They're all in different colours. So yeah, these are only a size 4.5 as well, so they are quite small. I'm going to aim for 20. Take an offer if I need to. Let's go for these. No idea on the value of these, but these are a pair of, I'm going to go with AstroTurf Nike Mercurials. There was a pair of these in the charity shop, thinking back, that were about 15 quid. They had them in a glass cabinet. They might have even been more than that. And obviously I didn't buy them, but I didn't look them up either. These were cheap as chips. I think, in fact, maybe I paid a £5 each for the Nike Airs and these. These might not, well, these are probably not going to have as much value as that. But my pair of Mercurial X's actually sold this week, and that'll be in the video. They went for about 27 quid on Depop, so with any luck, these are going to be a £20 pair of football boots, or football trainers, I guess you could call them. But if they're 15 quid, I paid a £5 for them. I know there's fees, but there's a bit of profit there, and I've learned, how much I should be paying for them. Last pair of shoes, I've never seen these before, but there was 2 pairs at the car boot, different sellers, different styles. They're an Adidas LA trainer, and they've got these really cool buttons, Adidas buttons on them. They're plain on one side, and then they've got the emblem on the other. You can get Rasta versions of these and all sorts, and they look really cool. And they say LA trainer on the side of them. These are a black, kind of like suede material. It's a weird material, but they're pretty clean. They have been worn. I always find when I'm trying to figure out if they're real, that if they've been worn, like this, most of the time they're going to be legit. And these look pretty authentic. They're really heavy. They're good material, good quality. They don't scrunch up and bend like fake shoes do. So yeah, really happy with these, and I don't know the comps. I think maybe 20, but if it's more than that, then I'm really happy. The last item, this is pretty quick actually, running through all these, is the Bolo. Everybody knows about these. It is a blood circulation booster. This is a high-tech health model. Comps for these are everywhere. Boxed, they can go for 75. Unboxed, one of these is sold for £99.99 with no accessories. I've got the base unit, the power, and then I've got some accessory pads that you stick to your back, but one of them's been used and one of them hasn't. So I'm going to throw it all together, and I found a sold comp pretty much the same as this one. I think it's missing this little plastic cover here, but all that does is store the power supply in it for when you're not using it, so it's not the end of the world. So one pretty much the same as this went for £59.99 plus postage, so I'm going to aim for that with this one. You can always drop down to 50, but again, I paid a couple of quid, 3 quid for this maybe. She was adamant it worked. We've tried it out, and yes, I didn't know what it did. It sends electrical pulses straight up your legs, and it hurts. I think it goes up to 99 intensity, and I got to 30 and I was out. But yeah, it works, so really happy with that. Probably the best item of the day. I've just realised we've not talked through the thing that I paid up for. They're actually behind the camera. I'm going to get one of them because they're heavy. They are a pair of ski boots. These are Salomon ski boots, which is a good brand. They're not new, but they've still got part of the sticker on them. They have been used a bit. But yeah, they're mega cool. I didn't really know what they were. I thought, motorcycle, but then I picked them up and they were super heavy, so I thought, they've got to be some kind of ski boot. And, turns out they are. Paid 15 for these. I'm going to be aiming for kind of the top end of between 40 and 50. Really good condition. UK size 4, so they're a women's, I guess a really small bloke. But really good condition. Really cool looking boot. Kind of like a translucent cover here. Really nice. Going to aim for, 40, 50 quid. So not the greatest profit, but a really cool item. And something that looks really cool in a photo and new for the shop. So I'm happy with that. That's everything that I bought today. hopefully you enjoyed that. If you've bought some cool stuff today, let me know in the comments, and we can see, you know, what you've got and talk about it. Let's go over to what's sold. Like I said in the beginning of the video, we did £278.83 in total, and that was broke down into £213.11 on eBay, £12.99 on Vinted, £10 on Facebook, and £42.73 on Depop, which is really good. 2 sales of Depop on Depop in 1 week for me is great. I normally do like 1 every 3 months, so pretty happy with that. Let's go through Vinted. Vinted, I sold the pair of Adidas that I bought the other week. I just weren't sure if they were legit, so I put them super low on Vinted, and then they were aware of what they were, and they were happy to buy them. So £12.99 on them. Facebook, one of the printers has finally sold. The Epson with the scanner on the top. I underpriced it, but it's only worth about 20, and then you've got to post it through eBay, probably smash it to bits, and if it didn't work, you know, then I get a return. That went for a tenner. He seems happy he's not come back to me with that. Depop, we had 2 sales on Depop. We had, I've got them here, we had the orange pair of Nike Mercurial X Finale boots, or trainers. Big discount on these. I eventually, he was constantly trying to back me down, and I set my eye on, you know, this is a huge discount, I'm not selling them for any less than this, and eventually he did go for that and pay for it. So they went for £26.99 all in. I think I had them up for about 32 on eBay because there was one other listing at that price. But £26.99. Probably, I think they came in a bundle of shoes where I got 3 trainers for a tenner, so I guess they owe me about £3. So £26.99 is pretty good. Nike runners, these I got 3 pairs of shoes for a £5, I think. These went for £15.74, so they were 15 quid plus postage. I had a discount on them. I think I did a 15% or 10% on the whole store on Depop to try and get in some sales. So they went for £15.74 all in. Again, he was sending me offers like £8 and then said I'll buy them for 10, and I said there's already a sale on, so no. And then he bought them anyway, so he was just trying to get some extra money off, but it's not the end of the world. So yeah, I think they were 3 pairs for a £5, and they went for 15 quid, so I was happy with that. There was a comment in the last video about trying to add the prices of things I've bought, so I'm going to run through them, and if they were recent and I can remember, I will tell you, and if it was a bundle, then we'll just guess. Sometimes they end up being free because I've made that much profit off other items that I don't really think about it, but you never know. Now in the last video I did say there was a sale with crazy postage, and that was the first sale on Sunday morning. So we sold the big Star Wars playset, the Darth Vader and Biker Scout playset. That went for £30 plus postage, and then it went to Australia and he paid £45 to post the £30 item that he bought, which is just ridiculous. It was like 35 quid for the postage and then like a tenner on tax to get it into the country, and they've paid for that. The box is knackered, but I've checked it and every piece is there and it is new inside. They've still got the rubber bands around them, you can't take them out. It is new, it's just a battered box. So $33.99 for me. I did pay up on that, I paid £8, so that's not a lot of profit. It's not a great sale, but it was really cool, it was big, and it was Star Wars, so something like that that's new, I just assume it's got some value, and it does. I just paid up a bit for it, but I was happy to sell it. It sold really quick, so you know, it was £20 in my pocket that I didn't have before. So you know, good sale all in all. The next 2 sales, we'll go through them one by one. But I bought 2 Yu-Gi-Oh games, or I bought a Yu-Gi-Oh game and it had 2 discs in it. The first disc was for the PS1, so I sold Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories for the PS1, disc only. That went for £8.95, free postage. Really happy with that. A disc only game that I didn't even know was in the box. I think I paid £2 for the game, so that was £8.95 for free. And then the actual Yu-Gi-Oh! PS2 game went for £7.10 on offer plus postage. That was a game where the solds were all over the place, ranging from like £3 up to a tenner. I think mine was missing the manual, so I went for £7.50 and then sent an offer, and they picked that up, £7.10. We sold the glass chess set. Paid a £5, thinking, you know, chess sets can be worth a lot of money. Like the wooden figures and metal figures can be really good. I thought glass was good, but it's super generic. So that went for £19.99 plus £4.39 postage, something like that. Paid a £5, so again 15 quid profit there. There are fees, but you know, they're minimal. Gladiator Blu-ray, £4.99 free postage. That was months ago. I picked up probably about 10 Blu-rays for a £5 or £4 or something like that. So you know, not a huge profit on each one, but when you add them all up, I'm turning £4 into 30 or 40, so it's not the end of the world. The Crocs that I bought last week or something, I think it was last week at the charity shops, I paid £2, they've gone for £15.99 all in. I think I had them up for 15 and took an offer, so I was happy to get them out the door that quick. You know, it's free money. This was a good sale. So this guy wanted it for this item for an 80s themed birthday party. So what could it be? It was the Puma shell jacket, the retro one. What he wanted next day delivery, so we actually upped the price and he was happy to pay more, and it went for £38.99 all in. It arrived on time. He loves it. Got positive feedback already. Really happy with that. That's probably one of the best clothing sales I've got, and especially from the car boot, because I don't really get clothes from the car boot. I only go to charity shops for them. So really happy with that. The next sale was a Playmobil set. Yeah, so basically that Puma jacket was the last sale for 3 days, and then we sold the Playmobil pyramid set. I bought the pyramid with all the figures, and then loads of random figures were in there and accessories. I took all the Egyptian themed stuff out and listed that. That went on offer for £24 plus £5.80 postage, or 78 postage, something like that. I think I had that up for 30, but I was happy to take an offer, because again, that one is where the comps are all over the place. If you've got the playset in the box, you can get 50, 60 quid for it, but this was just miscellaneous parts, and maybe some of it wasn't even from that set, but it was, you know, Egyptian themed, so I threw it in there. I think I paid £6 for the whole thing, so that went for 24 plus postage. And then I did actually sell the rest of the items later that week for £10 plus postage, or £9.99. So you know, that's 34 quid from 6, so I was really happy with that. Never sold Playmobil before, but I know if I can get enough of it cheap, I can bundle things out and make a bit of money on it. So that was good. The final sale, in fact no, there was 2 more sales. We sold our first of the Monster Jam monster trucks from last week. So I paid £1 a truck. This one was one of the better ones that went for £9.99 plus postage. Picture here. I think 3 of them I've got as individual listings for £9.99, and then the other 6 are in a bundle for £20, because they just weren't as rare or cool and collectible as the other ones. The final sale, again bought last week, was the airband radio, so the cheaper of the 2, but it's the vintage steeple-tone marine and airband radio. That went for £19.99 plus postage, which is pretty much the top end of what they were going at, so I was really happy with that. So all in all, that ended up being £213 on eBay, with kind of like a 3-day gap of just no sales, which is odd, but it's eBay, it is what it is. So 200 quid with no sales for 3 days is really good. Really happy with that. That's everything that sold this week. I guess as a bit of a spoiler, we've had 4 sales this week. The first 2, both games, both GSP to different countries, so they paid huge postage on them, which I always find bizarre. They must just, you know, by chance not be able to find it in their country and drop onto ours. So yeah, 4 sales already. It is Sunday. Really, you know, looking forward to the week ahead. We've got a ton of new listings. I'm going to try and get some of this up today, so that we can try and boost the sales through the week as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's everything we sold, everything we bought this week. If you guys again had some cool sales, I see people on Instagram making some massive money on some really nice sales. If you have anything like that, let me know. I'm always interested to know what you know, what people are selling and what you've made, and I can obviously share any information with you as well. I'll see you on the next one.